everyone, I'm Sue. I'm a registered dietitian with Wilmot Cancer Institute. Welcome to my home office. One of my jobs with Wilmot is to help patients and their family transition to more of a plant-based diet focusing on whole foods. And that's what we're going to do today. We're going to prepare a recipe called Anytime Bars from one of my favorite authors, Rebecca Katz, who wrote The Cancer Fighting Kitchen. The recipe that we're going to do today will be linked to this description below. The Anytime Bars is basically a homemade granola bar using various dried fruits and nuts, and you can customize this based on what you have in your pantry. Today we're going to use a combination of walnuts and pecans, but you could really use any type of nut that you have at your home. Dried fruit that you could use are dates, apricots, dried cherries, cranberries, or raisins would also work well in this recipe. Also, we're going to use some pure maple syrup. If you don't have that at home, you could substitute honey. And another ingredient that is sometimes substituted for is, instead of whole wheat pastry flour, you could use all-purpose flour, or you could use a gluten-free flour that you have at home if you want to make the recipe gluten-free. Let's get cooking. The first step to make the Anytime Bars is to combine the dry ingredients in a food processor or blender. So in our food processor, we're going to combine whole wheat pastry flour, or the flour of your choice, ground flax seeds, salt, baking powder, and baking soda. And we're just going to give this a quick spin to combine. Next, we're going to add our nuts. We have the walnuts and pecans, which I've toasted ahead of time at a 325-degree oven for about 5 to 7 minutes. We're going to just combine these so they're coarse chopped coarsely. Next, we're going to add our oatmeal, a 1/4 cup, and our dried fruit, which is the chopped dates and apricots. And we're going to combine this until it's coarse in texture. Next, we're going to mix the dry ingredients, which we just combined in the food processor, with the liquid ingredients. For the liquid ingredients, you'll need maple syrup, 1 egg, and vanilla extract, which I'm going to whisk together in the pan. I'm going to add our dry ingredients. And stir until everything is moistened. I also like to add a small amount of orange zest to my Anytime Bars. I find it adds a nice little bit of flavor and freshness. To zest an orange, I use a microplane, and I just get the outer layer of the orange rind for zest. If you go too deep into the white section of the rind, it becomes very bitter. So here's the orange zest that I previously prepared, and we're going to fold that in. Now we're ready to put it in the pan. Once the mixture is well mixed and moist, add the ingredients to a square baking dish that has been pre-greased. Press down firmly until the mixture is even. And bake in a preheated oven at 325 degrees for about 20 to 25 minutes until golden brown. After about 20 minutes, or when the Anytime Bars are golden brown, remove from the oven. Oh, they look perfect. Let cool. Once cool, this size pan you can cut into about 20 pieces. Now we're ready to serve and eat the Anytime Bars, and boy do they smell delicious. And look at that, my husband conveniently stops by to be our taste tester.
They do smell amazing. Oh, these are really good. The texture is nice and chewy. I love the way the nuts and the fruit work together. And I even taste a little bit of orange in it. This is great.
These are a great wholesome alternative to store-bought processed granola bars. I hope you and your family will try these anytime bars. If you have any left over, which I doubt, you can store them in an airtight container at room temperature for 3 to 4 days or freeze them. Bon appetit, enjoy.